What's up, everybody? My name's Emmanuel Ardenia, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I'm trying to build in my life, and I'm gonna share as much as I can with you, so that hopefully you can learn, and you can learn from my mistakes and learn from my victories, and create a better life for yourself. So I'm gonna go over my goals right now, and they're gonna be split up into a few different sections. We're gonna do my financial goals, wealth building goals, money related stuff. Okay, then we're gonna do my what I would like to call my nomadic capitalist stuff. Okay, that is a complete rip off of a channel and a person who I love to follow. Check out the channel Nomad Capitalist. And third is other related things. Okay, so those are the three main things. Number one, my financial goals. I had done messed up. I messed up. I had I was 19 years old. I'm 20 now, but still, last year, 19 years old. No, I was 18. That's right. About a year and a half ago, I had a $5,500 portfolio, but I screwed up, man. I sold it all. And I got a brand new computer, which has been super excellent. I'm using it to record now. I've been using it to edit lots of videos for work and all that stuff, right? So it was a great investment. I've made my money back a lot from that. And then I took the rest of the money and I used that to travel. And I went to Mexico City and learned Spanish. So I know I aprende español un poco, pero es muy malo porque la tencia, necesito practicar mis tencias. Por ejemplo, futuro es muy difícil para mí, pero con tiempo, a veces es mejor, no? See, I basically said, I've been learning, right? And anyone who speaks Spanish will know exactly what my level of Spanish is right now. I'm very confident with it. However, it could be so much better. So I'm going back to a Spanish-speaking country. I'm going to the Dominican Republic. I've got a bunch of ideas planned up for the DR. As a matter of fact, if you guys want to know what I've been doing, I have two other channels I've been posting to. So I haven't just been sitting in a vacuum. I have a YouTube channel called Akuma's Arsenal, where I talk about wristwatches, and I have another channel called Akuma Productions, where I've just been tossing up basically AMV videos of my neighborhood and family birthday parties and all this stuff, right? What was I going on about? Oh yeah. So I spent all that money and I went to zero. I had $0. I had very little income coming in, but things have changed. I've been video editing like a mofo, editing. I could be editing so much more, but you know what? I've been making pretty good dough, editing and helping my client grow his business. I'm very happy with it. I'm very pleased with the work, and so that everything on that front is going really well. I also got more work lined up where basically I can do it from anywhere in the world. I could do it from the library. I could do it from my home. I could do it from another country. So I'm very, very pleased with this. Very pleased with this. So I was doing well. $5,500. Oh, everything was going so well, so amazing, so perfect. But damn it, I sold all my stocks. Okay, I'd sold all my stock, my Apple stock, my Atlantic Yield stock, my BlackRock Capital stock. Man, all that's such great prices. Everything has gone up, and even now the market is in a little bit of a tank down. But damn, I could have done better. I should have held on to that, and I should have figured something else out. I should have done like a cheaper trip. I should have stayed with my girlfriend's family over there in Mexico City. I should have just asked for more work and did more work, and then got my computer. In hindsight, I would change some things, but now I know. Do not touch your portfolio. Don't touch it for anything. I don't regret anything, but next time I'm not gonna sell my portfolio. So I've been building it back up. I started investing last month. I put $700 in over last month in two separate increments. So I think I'll get back up there real quick because I'm working hard, I'm working tough, I'm working fast. So I think then things will get better and better. I want to build my portfolio back up to $5,500 and surpass that. And I'm going to put every single dollar I have into Atlantic Yield. If you guys are unfamiliar with Atlantic Yield is a renewable energy basically dividend pass through company. They have basically what happens is another company or even them will make acquisitions of renewable energy through debt. Okay, so they're really, really highly leveraged. They buy different types of assets. For example, let's say they buy a wind farm in the Nevada desert. They take that and they're contracted out at pretty good rates. So they say, okay, well, our debt costs this much. The project is this much. We have this debt. We have to pay this much interest on it. It amortizes over time, and then what we're gonna do with the extra monies, we're gonna either use that to buy more stuff, pay down debt, but more importantly, pay it out as dividends to shareholders. So I love the company. They have a super duper long-term perspective, really boring business model. Sometimes when I'm listening to these conference calls, I'm like, am I like one of like 10 people listening to this call right now? I swear. But love the company. I think it's a gem, and I don't even care right now. I'm not gonna put money in any other company besides Atlantic Yield. Why? I believe in it. And even if I have $10,000 in there, it's the only stock I hold. I don't plan on having my portfolio stay at $10,000. My portfolio, I'm looking and I want it to be millions of dollars. So what is $10,000 to me? It's nothing. Okay, it's nothing. So I might as well put as much money as I can right now with my limited financial resources into that company. Wonderful thing about it is it's paying a really good dividend right now, about 6.5%. But even then, the stock is pretty much at its all-time highs, 6.5% all-time highs. And I trust in my financial judgment with analyzing the company. The stock will go down definitely over time, and it'll hover between $21 and $23, which is what my prediction is. But during that time, I plan on loading up. They've been raising that dividend fat and fast. I'm super happy with it. And if I have $10,000 in that stock, it's going to pay me. Let's say I have 500 shares, right? The dividend payout per quarter right now, this next quarter is 40 cents per share. So if I have 500 shares at 40 cents, that's $200 in dividend paycheck. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. $200 that you don't have to work for is better than $10,000 you have to work for, I think. Or excuse me, $200 every single whatever, man. I love dividend. I love passive income. Second, I want to get more work. I want to get better at working. I want to work faster. I want to work harder. I want to get paid more. I want to get better at hiring other people to do things for me. That's another really big thing. I want to learn how to hire employees and get them to do things effectively for me. One thing I really hold dear is that I want to work for myself, and I want to build either businesses or freelance or something along those lines. I want to be basically my own person when it comes to making my money. Basically, I want my what's the word for it? Autarky. I basically want to be an autarky when it comes to where I get my money from. Right? Autarky basically means self-sufficient. But don't even worry about that. I want to make my own money. And I want to do whatever I want to do with the money, but I want to have earned it myself, whether that be from my own freelancing services, whether that be from my business ideas, whether it comes from my YouTube channels, it comes from anywhere. I just want to be able to earn my own money. I'm super blessed. I'm very fortunate that I live with my wonderful, beautiful mother. Thank you so much, Mom. I live with her. I don't have to pay any rent. I don't have to pay any utilities. I'm blessed. I'm so blessed that I have this opportunity. So, I have a beautiful girlfriend who likes that I live with my mom, who loves my family. I'm super blessed for that. So you know what? I have very little pressure for me to move out, right? But I put a lot of pressure on myself to make a lot of money, and I need to get better at making money. In this time period in my life right now is the most money I've ever made over basically a 3-month period. It's not that much. I have a chart that it's called I call it my E-Man's Finances, right? It tracks all of my expenditures, my assets, my liabilities, my income, all that stuff, right? And since I started this, I've made, let's see here, so 712. So basically, I made $4,000 in the past 2 months, and to a lot of you, it might not seem like a lot, but it's a lot of money to me when I'm working like maybe 3 hours a day. I'm making my own money. I found this opportunity myself. I get to work from home. I get to walk my dog. I get to take breaks when I want to. I have a lot of control over what I do. But the only issue is there's not that much work. If I could do the same work but have 10 hours a day of work, man, that would be killer. Or be able to do that. I mean, I got to get up there. I got to get up there. I mean, there's a lot I really want to do. So those are some of my financial goals and my nomadic capitalist stuff. And part of the reason why I'm going to the Dominican Republic is because I want to own foreign real estate. That's just a fact. I want to own foreign real estate. I want to be able to, what's it called? Basically, there's something called a foreign tax credit, where if you live overseas for like 3/4 of the time, you get $100,000 basically written off your. It's basically a tax exemption, right? I want to live overseas. I want to have homes overseas. When I'm not there, I want to be able to rent them out on Airbnb. I want to have them fully managed when I'm not there. I want to have options when it comes to where I live. And I live in Seattle, which is honestly probably one of the most expensive cities on earth. I swear to God. It's expensive here. I mean, it's definitely I would say it's definitely top 5 most expensive cities in the United States. And assuming that the United States is one of the more is definitely one of the more expensive places to live, I'm assuming I live in one of the top 25 richest expensive cities on earth. Like, to put it in perspective, like down the street from my house, right? There's a 2-bedroom, super tiny, 50s, 40s made home, sold for $400,000. And that's out on the outskirts of Seattle, near where I live, right? If you want to buy, let's say, a 1-bedroom condo in the city center, which I think is a good way to gauge how much things cost, that's going to cost you like $350, maybe $300 if you can find a really good deal, between $300,000 and $400,000 for that, right? Versus when I look in places like Mexico City, you can find $50,000. Prices are much depressed over there. I'm assuming because of the what's it called, the credit. There's not as much credit overseas, so people are not leveraging as much, so therefore not driving prices as much. I want to take advantage of that. If I can make $5,000 a month here in America, and then go out and have super low expenses, and then go out and buy property in Santo Domingo, Mexico City, Manila, Philippines, Makati, different places. I think that's going to set me up really, really well. If I can get them rented on Airbnb, that would be golden. So that's some of the stuff, right? But right now I'm focusing on learning Spanish. I'm focusing on building up my a dividend, putting money into dividends, and exploring these countries and exploring what they have to offer me. What are the tax benefits of these countries? Do I like living there? Do I like the people? Do I like the food? Do I like the climate? I'm young still, relatively young. I'm 20. I'm gonna be 21 soon. I might as well take advantage of that, and travel and see what the world has to offer, right? Third, so we went over financials, we went over nomad capitalist stuff, and then other things. I'm gonna do my best to make sure these videos are edited cleanly, understandably. I've been putting a lot more effort into making it appear more film-like and all that stuff, right? So this video is going to have some of those aspects. I hope you guys stay along for the journey. I'll probably make a video about my my finance tracker Excel spreadsheet. Maybe I'll make a video about my portfolio, discuss some economics and real estate overseas. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. Thank you very, very much for watching. This is Emmanuel Ardenia. Akuma out.